Hi, it's me, PamVanEe, and I'm still organizing. Like I showed you, I did this, and then I did clean this sill off, but I don't know if I like all the jars there, so I may change that. And what I also did, see if I can do this without, and I have to clean off my, cabinets, and I did vacuum though. Look. Okay, so I reorganized my, what are these IKEA drawers are they, I don't know what they're called. I don't want to call them something if they're not. So in this, took everything out of my drawers. And what I have here is like words and lines. Like these are lined. These are all like my block stamps. And backgrounds. A lot of these I thrifted. More like kind of like background, and I have script. And one thing about these IKEA drawers I don't like is that you can't pull it all the way out. And what I did with one of the drawers is I got a Dollar Tree noodle, cut it in half and put it in the back so it would stop things from going all the way back. And if I do that, then I might have to divide this drawer up to another one, which I do have more room for. I have like words, more backgrounds. See how far back it goes, but you can't really reach it. Don't like that. And then I have, faith stamps and these. And I may try to find something like this. These are the Stampin' Up! Cases. Maybe I can find something online. And a little more faith stamps. So faith and background and words. This one is what do you call leaves and flowers, and there's birds. I've got butterflies, like leaves. So that's this drawer. Some more flowers. More like nature. Flower stamps. And some more in here. Okay, that's that one. And I did put some, I had thrifted this liner. So the stamps will slide back. So far? Okay. This one is, I have sewing. I don't have a whole lot of sewing, but I have some, these are my block. I do have some that are not block stamps, but like I said, these are my block stamps. And then a few little random, and then I have these foamy ones. So this is kind of a vintage drawer of wood stamps. Like this. And a few more. So this is a vintage wood stamp drawer. This one has room. Okay, here's the pool noodle. See, did I cut it in half? No, I just put the whole thing in, but I did cut the ends to fit. And that will keep it from things from sliding way back where you can't reach it. This is kind of farmhouse recipe, cooking for these type of journals. And then just some random ones. Miscellaneous. This has some animal stamps. Okay, and then here's some of this if I want to put this liner. I think I got it from the Dollar Tree. This is empty. And that one's empty. So, yeah. Okay, now next, what I'm going to do is see what I might want to do with some of these jars. If I want to move them, I don't know. Okay, and then I took what was in here, which was miscellaneous things that I needed to put away. And so I've been sorting. Yep, so this is what happens. I'm sorting, and then you got a mess here. I've been going through, little charms. I'm going to put those away, and I have little tiny bags that I'll put them in. But, yeah, it takes a mess to organize. And then I thought, well, maybe I would put all these beads in with colors, but I decided not to do that. Okay, let's check out the next drawer. Okay, I'm going to show you what I've done here and then what I'm going to work on next. Okay, so I showed you this before. It's kind of metals, kind of white or a little bit vintagey. And then I moved things that were in here, and I'm going to relabel everything and clean off the tops. But in these drawers I had according to color, but then I had beads and charms too. So I moved them over here. So over here I have like pinks and purple. No. Blue and purple. Okay, I've got blue and purple. This is an IKEA divider thing, which goes back, but you can't reach that. So I just have to remember I have something in there. So I just have like assorted purple beads, blue and purple, necklaces and if this is blue and purple, I have some pink in here. Maybe this, I think this is kind of a purplish color. So, and then there are these flatbacks and things, little owls. So I did a lot of sorting. Okay, so it's blue and purple. This is like, so how everything rolls back. And this has that compartment too. I could still fill up, but I don't have a lot of orange and brown. That's a little, oops. So orange and brown, and some things I did put in little bags that if they were like items. And necklaces. And little plasticky ones. And other beads. So this is what I was saying, like, should I put the other beads in here? That I had in that little container. I don't know. I'll think about it. I mean, I could put the beads back there this color. I don't know. For now, I'm not going to do it. Okay, and then here is like pinks. So little pinks. And there's some hot pink in here. And like necklaces and things to take apart. But it's fun to look through here. I like the color. I like it by color. That's kind of a purple. I'm going to put that up with that purple here. Okay, so that's pink. This one is red and black. I think it's just kind of fun to run your hands through the beads. And there was a time where I made little charm pieces like this. So I do have a bunch of these. I think in a little container, I have those that are finished. Okay, here, I'm going to have to sit down. Here are my, like, plastic. These are like animals. Ducks and bunnies and elephants, puppies, cows, and I have more I have to sort and put in here. So those are like animals. Here, these are kind of bigger and they're peaches. But in here I have like food. Like I just got the lemons and the cupcakes and apples, carrots, and I could put those in farm journals too here. You know, and these are good for like little golden books. There's little fairies and little princesses. Here's more like farm animals, or animals, bunnies and pigs and chickens and geese. And what's in there? I think that's like flowers. And this is kind of miscellaneous. So that's that drawer. And then, oh, I got green. Nothing was in here. Okay, green, same thing. And then the bottom one, I don't have anything in there. Okay, so next up is I'm going to tidy this up, and I guess I'll do it by color. I don't know. What do you do with all this ephemera stuff? I need to make clusters, or I'll figure it out. Okay, so now I'm going to take everything that's in this little IKEA thing, and I do have 3 more of these coming, so those little clear things. So I got to redo that and redo this. Just tidy it up. And then over the sewing area, I need to figure this out. Okay, so we'll get back and check on my progress. Alrighty, I have cleaned out this little container that had things in it. And then here is my after of this side of the cabinet. I decided to put in these little like white ribbons, little pink ribbons and flowers, white bows, blue and purple, and then this has like red bows and those satin flowers. And then on the side I have some tassels, and I have tassels on that side. And then what I did was, in one of the drawers I had all those like resin charms. Oh, this is quite dark. Is that better? And I decided to change it and move them from the drawer. So what I did was I put them in these little IKEA cute little containers. I think they're IKEA. I thrifted them. And then in the middle here, I have a little canning jar, and it has spools of thread and flowers and a peacock flower. So in here, I thought it would be easier just to put these resin charms. So this one has like little animals. Resin charms. A couple fell out. So I know all those are in there. This one, aren't these cute? I love how quirky they are. This one has like little food resin charms. And then in this little plastic thing, I have, it fit perfectly, these little IKEA things, and I'll look and see what that plastic, this is called. I have a couple of them. I really like them. I think I got them on Amazon. Okay, and here is like flowers. I need more of those. And these are like little, little tractors and cars and little cowboy resin charms and cars and stuff like that. This would be cute on a tassel in like a little golden book. This one has like these little key charms and little ducks and boats. And then this one has a little, like these little animal charms that you can get at Hobby Lobby or wherever. And then some of those little plastic animals. And then this, here, let me stop and I'll see what the brand of it is. Okay, it's called Interdesign. And I'm going to have Interdesign. And they're really sturdy, nice plastic bins. I decided I would pull out these, and I'm going to put the yellow and brown in here that I had, that was on the windowsill of all this. And I'm going to put the colors, we'll separate them out and put them in the drawer. So I think, you know, as far as organizing, just to start somewhere and then you find out, you can always tweak it later. So I'm going to separate them and sort them by color. Hi, it's me, PamVanEe. I'm still organizing. I thought I'd start a journal today, but I really need to kind of finish this. So I just wanted to show I changed a few things. I moved the blue little wicker basket there and moved these things that were up here. Oh, and I broke my thumb a while back, and sometimes I think I was lifting too much and it hurts. I'm just wearing this. But anyway, so these were up on this shelf. And I moved the little jars, the little, small little tiny beads up there, you know, that I don't want to sort. And then these were where I have the resin charms, and I have another place for like enamel or, you know, metal type charms. Okay, so that's the only thing that I did different there. And then moving on, and that's all I have there. That was full of all bottles, but I like it a little bit more clean there. And then over here, I'm getting 2 more of these little plastic pull-out things from IKEA. And this little shelf, I put smaller things in that I didn't want to put in my drawers, like buttons and tiny little beads. And I got a couple little containers there. I have more of my little tassels. And then what I worked on over here by my sewing area, I cleaned this up. So now I have that cute little snail light from IKEA, because there's not much light, you know, when you're trying to sew here. And so here I just have little sewing supplies and then buttons, like buttons on cards. This These little scissors and thimble were my grandmother's. And then this beautiful little, it's like velvet and corduroy. It looks like a little hat box, but I have like pins in there. And then the color of, I got this from Dale, not too shabby chic. Thank you, Dale. And it had some brownish roses, but I changed them out for pinker to match my room. And then I have some of the little stick pins that I've made, a couple little fairy ones. And then up here, just a few little things in there. And I have some, oh, look at that, a little bird in there. Some sari silk in there, the little bird. Little girl with a bird on her flute. Love birds. Some little vintage spools. Okay. Next project is here. I'm going to keep this with like my bobbins and threads. But then in here, I'm going to see what I want to do. These are like, you know, to make snippet rolls. So I have like those kind of trims that I might move those. And this is looking too, I like that Choose Joy, and I think I got this at Hobby Lobby, but it's, whoops, I don't like how that is right there. Looks too cluttered. And this, I wish I had a magnet board that was white. I may just spray it all white, or maybe there's a magnet paint, or just get a magnet board that I didn't have to stick the magnet things to it. These are like little wood mushrooms and, you know, all little buttons that are in these magnet tins. Some are from IKEA. Some I think are from the Dollar Tree. All right, and then this little basket. I think I might put some of the like snippet things in there. We'll see what fits. Here is my other, my Big Shot. My switch is over, you know, on top of that tall dresser. Then I have different papers there, you know, so if you're gonna use your dies, I have solid paper there. Okay, then over here I have these two little bin things. I want to redo these. Here are my like die cuts that are already punched out. Over here are like, you know, for the switch plates and well, I guess I could show you what's in here too. Hang on. One-handed. This is just a little binder, and it shows some of the Sizzix big dies that I have. I guess that's what you call them. That's really glaring. So it's kind of nice if you wonder what you have. You can just go through. Okay, that glitter. What is this? Oh yeah, okay. I need to use that bird dye. Alright, I don't like that glare. Let me see if I put it down here, if the glare will go away. Yeah, that's better. Typewriter, Eiffel Tower, little cogwheels, little die, or tags. So, that's what I have. If I had I might have more of these big dies, but I don't know if I have kept all the pictures. I could always, you know, print them out from something online. Okay, so then in these, that's under my table, you know, that I work at. I have like these, and I want to reorganize. This is like a tool and different type of things like that. And then this is like woodland things, and I don't know if I want to keep that there. Oh, that's like for woodland, but I couldn't fit it in there. And then these are like elastic bands, like closure type things for journals. Here. And this is what I want to maybe put into the basket, like clusters and little things, snippets. So I might want to move that to this little basket here. So that's the next thing I'm going to try to organize. I just thought I'd show you my thought process. I am taking out of this bin here, I'm thinking I'm going to take out all my, what do you call this? Kind of an applique lace out. And then I have some in a different area. And I'm going to find a place to put it. And I'm thinking I'll put all my snippet material mainly in these little drawers. Hi, it's me, PamVanEe, and I am still organizing like I do when I move some things. What I decided to do is just caddy with threads and bobbins, and I decided to, over here, to have it nearby this little bin, cute bin that I thrifted. I have bigger pieces to make snippet rolls and snippet bases, you know, the solid or you know, bases, strips that I can make into strips. And then over here by my sewing machine, in these bins I put, kind of according to color, bits that I can make snippets with, you know, smaller pieces of your fabrics. These are more neutrals and pinks. Just, you know, if you have short pieces of lace or little bits you don't want to put in your fabric bin, you know, with the larger pieces. And then darker colors. So I'm happy with that so far. Okay, and the next thing I worked on was over here on the other side of my desk. My desk is here. I still have things because I'm still working on it. So I decided these little bins, they're Sterilite bins, to put pom-poms, trim. I may have a little bit more in here, and then rip-rack, I know I have more that I will put in here. And then this is these sheer little bags and netting and tulle. So that's what I have in here. And then my floor that I just vacuumed already got dirty. Okay, and then here I have next to it, they to me are considered like embroidery pieces, you know, that have little bits of embroidery on them. I took apart this really pretty curtain that had this embroidered flowers on it, and then different embroidered pieces, you know, like these, like brighter colors. And then this one has you know, things that I've taken apart, embroidery type pieces, you know, like this, applique type. Like that, kind of an embroidery applique type pieces. And then in here are these chiffon type shabby flowers. Okay, so I'm happy with that. And now I need to wait. Well, I can still work on things, but here, this will be replaced. This table, I ordered some IKEA kind of drawer system, so that will replace that. So I'm using this little table to sort things. And, you know, I showed you the drawers that I have by color in some of the resin charms. I also do have this little system that I've shown before that has metal charms in them. So I was putting away a few things, so then I'm going to probably put this in here, although if I have something pretty specific, I'll put it in the bin that I have for projects like these bins. And the last thing I need to do is relabel. I do not like the relabeling, but a lot of times they change, so I just put it on masking tape. But for instance, I have these birds. So I would probably put that in my bird bin for journals. That's with one hand, but I have stamped this, and these are little feather charms. So I'll reorganize this once I work on something, but I will just put those owl and bird charms in here because it's pretty specific. And then I have papers and things that are birds. So for my bird project, that's what I would do. These are some metal charms. Like I said, my resin charms were in a different place. I also do have some, you know, porcelain teacups and things in there. But I would put this, because I specifically got this charm, the honey and the bees, in my bee bin for journals. And the tea kettle ones, this go in a farmhouse, or you know, I want to do a tea journal sometime. So I could put, you know, half of them in farm and half in a tea journal bin. And these specifically I would put in my sea ocean bin. And I can show you all those bins later if you'd like. One other thing that I did with organizing, and you know, as I organize, some things work and I change it and move it. Some things I'm going to put, like I know I would only use these things in a little golden book journal. So I'm going to put that by my little golden books. And all my books are in a different area. And then these I would only use in a little golden book. So that's what I would do with that. And then I moved things around that were on the shelves next to me. So, and like I said, things kind of just change what works and what doesn't. So in here are these little narrow notepads. And I decided to put this one in my faith bin. These I've decided to put in my tea journal. These here. And then these I'm putting in my bin for farmhouse. And these could also be, you know, cookbook journals, but I know to look in, you know, things for cookbook and farm in either bin. So that's what I got so far. Now I'm working on up here these bins, and I'm not sure. And then, you know, I want to do something different with my labels. And I also want to work on these bins because they're so heavy that I hurt my thumb and hand trying to get them down. So I need to distribute that a little differently. And then I have here like cards, and I like them to be able to get to them and, you know, go through them like this. These are more cards. I think these are more vintage ones. These are postcards. I've kind of labeled them. Then this is more postcards. And these are larger, I never know what these are called. They're like journal cards, you know. So, working on bringing these down and sorting them so they're not so heavy, and the other ones over my desk. And then once I get my new drawers from IKEA, I will show you that.